Hey everybody, it's Mike and welcome to Chip Damage. And today we're taking a look at Kotobukiya's release of Black Canary from DC Comics in the Bishoujo's figure line, 1/7 scale. So to begin, this is a bit of an older figure released back in late 2015. However, with the recent release of Birds of Prey, as well as the popularity of the television show Arrow, I thought it'd be appropriate to take another look at this one and talk about her a little bit. It is one of my favorites in my collection, and in fact, in the Bishoujo line, it may in fact be my favorite. So let's begin, shall we? To start, this is actually the second edition of Black Canary that Kotobukiya has released. There is a variant where her boots, jacket, and gloves are light blue. However, I thought the black coloration kind of fits Black Canary more, and it's a bit more rock and roll, and to be honest, I just think it looks a bit better. So that would be this version here, that I would recommend to anyone looking to pick up this figure, but that is just a matter of preference and taste. So let's get a good look at her, shall we? As you can see, this is, for my comic book nerds, the Dinah Laurel Lance version of Black Canary. That's the second version. And let's get a good look, shall we? We'll start with the base. Very simple base, kind of a water pattern, kind of a ripple effect. Not much to talk about there. Simple but effective. Starting with her boots, she has like those leather boots. It's a nice effect. Not much to say there other than it does look like cloth, but that is a hard plastic. But what is not a hard plastic are actually her fishnet stockings. These are cloth. These are soft. So be a little bit delicate with them. You don't want anything falling on them. They can rip. You can see the seam on the back there, which is appropriate. It looks like real clothing because it is a real fabric. So kind of moving to her torso, she is in like a unitard, that one piece going around. And excuse me for the cheesecakey shot, but as you can see under there's actually like a stitching on the back of her torso there, and that looks real nice. That is not cloth, that's hard plastic, just to make it look like cloth, but they do a pretty solid job with it. And moving up to her upper torso, she has that short jacket, that kind of rock and roll biker jacket. I love it, kind of flaring in the wind. It's a real nice piece there. There's a bit of silver paint for the zipper. It's a nice effect. And moving up, of course, to her facial sculpt, Black Canary is giving you that knowing wink. She does look pretty young here, but that is kind of in line with the Bishoujo statue of toys. I mean, it is the pretty girl line. She has her choker with that silver center there, that little medallion looking real nice. Her gloved hands, yet again, not real fabric, but it looks like leather. It looks like shiny cloth, and I really appreciate that. Her hair looks great. It's a nice solid shade of blonde. Little bit of shading there to show like the locks of hair, but it is just pretty much a bright yellow. And yeah, this is a really nice figure. I think they really kind of nailed like kind of that freedom, like the powerful without being overbearing kind of rock and roll, rockabilly sense that Black Canary, I believe, should always kind of convey. And yeah, this is a nice one to have on display. It's not too cheesecakey like a lot of the Bishoujo figures. I mean, it is Black Canary. She was never too much of that type of character. This is just kind of a cool, flashy figure that you could put out on display, show that you're a fan of whether it be Green Arrow or Black Canary herself. If you saw the recent Birds of Prey movie, that's a very different version, a very good version of Black Canary. That's not quite the one we have on display here, though. This is more of a classic interpretation. And yeah, this figure, when it originally launched, was around $90, and it went up in price for a bit. However, this is one of the more popular figures, and it warranted a re-release in late 2020, around August. So you can find this for about $90, the regular retail price. And I would say it's definitely worth it. This is a beautiful figure. This is a good one for any anime, manga, or DC Comics fans, or just fans of good statues in general. So I fully suggest it. Go pick this one up. And I want to thank you for joining me in this quick review. My name is Mike. This has been Chip Damage. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye-bye.